It's always good to celebrate things, isn't it? Let's be honest, you're pleased for someone, and then of course they may have picked up an award. Of course, it's not in the level of Oscars or Emmys or something like that, not even the BAFTAs. But here's where it gets really tricky, you see, because when you think about it, if you've had a petition signed by thousands of people that apparently are not pleased for you, well, what do? Well, in the case of the current Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, you do this. Let me explain. Morning, good to see you. Thank you so much for your time today, and as ever, thank you for joining me. Lovely to see you on a very chilly, of course, and frosty time over here in the United Kingdom. Yes, you see, it's funny, isn't it, how we always get this sort of weather post-Christmas, as it were, and suddenly people want this sort of whitey Christmas look, don't they, at that particular period. You know what it's like, but nothing ever comes the way it works out for you, does it? Same thing could be said, of course, for the current Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan. Now, as many people know, strangely enough, he's been given an honour in the latest honours list for, well, nobody's quite sure, in fact. Is it the fact that he's circled the globe with lots of climate change, using lots of CEO, all that sort of stuff? Or is it, of course, well, what has he done for London? That's another particular mystery. Moving forward, though, the bigger problem that you now have is this, because as one can imagine, Sadiq Khan has decided that he wants to celebrate this wonderful honour in a very special way. Now, every year over here in the United Kingdom, and I'm sure it's the same in various parts of the world, we have the Lord Mayor's Parade. Normally takes place on New Year's Day, and it's a big spectacular success. This isn't actually relative to, of course, Sadiq. However, because he's so thrilled with this particular award, well, I'm hearing stories that apparently Sadiq would like to share it with the rest of London. Well, his supporters at least. Now, some might say they could be thin on the ground, shortfall, etc., whatever you want to call it. But according to that source, you see, Sadiq really would like a parade. You know, the sort of thing. That's right. You know, when footballers come back after winning maybe at the World Cup or done incredibly well at tournaments around the world, an open-top bus parading through London, he believes, and apparently his team around him, and as ever we have to say allegedly, that people will be thrilled to cheer him on in his brand new role. As he's publicly said, he's thrilled for a second term to land as mayor and wouldn't mind, in fact, running for a third term. Now, he believes that his brand new title will help him sell London and the rest of the United Kingdom around the world. The thing is, well, the tricky bit is, who would be paying for this alleged parade? Would it be you and I, the taxpayer? Or indeed, would it simply be coming out of his own pocket? Or perhaps, with all the money that he must have accrued from that best-selling book all about the climate, if you remember that, perhaps he could fund it from that. But either way, the talk is inside City Hall in London that Sadiq Khan would very much like to share his good wishes with you. Thing is, do you want that? Neil Sean in the very heart of Yorkshire.